first semester. This formula was given to you. So this is stuff you've got to know. Okay? Especially for people taking SATs. Yeah, this is an SAT factorial. Okay? So if you compare this to what I have t cubed minus 8. So I'm going to say A is t and B is 2. Right? If I make the connection between these two guys. Because 2 cubed is 8. Okay? And then I've got this all over t minus 2. I cancel, and then I just plug and chug. Okay? Yeah.
For number 15.
Number 15, okay?
Do you like group them?
Yeah, group and factor.
Can you like show?
Okay. Number 15, lim x goes towards 2. Samantha, you're really chatty today. Are you paying attention to what's going on here? Whoa, how are you going to factor that, man?
I didn't. I skipped.
Minus, well, the bottom x cubed minus 7x plus 6. Are both of the things going to 0? You can't do synthetic division. This is not linear. Yeah, you might have to do long division. But see, if you plug in, do you get a 0 downstairs and a 0 upstairs? Is that what's happening? 8 minus, yeah. You get a 0 downstairs for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means you have to factor the top.
Wow. Oh my God, this factoring is going to be nasty. How do you factor this? Yes.
I did synthetic, it work.
How can it work, man? Synthetic is.
It wouldn't work for me 5.
Huh? Did you do synthetic or did you do long div?
Long division wouldn't work. So I
There's no way you can do synthetic division with nonlinear factors. Awesome. This is. I wonder if they made a mistake. Should that have been an x squared minus 7x plus 6? That's factorable. How is x cubed factorable? I don't know. Awesome. We'll have to come back and think about this. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. You should be able to do it through a graphing utility, though.
Like graph it and then.
Yeah. Okay. Take a look at how that happens. Yeah.
For 13,
Uh-huh.
what are we supposed to do to
Well, 13 looks like that's factorable by grouping. I mean, that looks pretty obvious there. So all I'm going to do is just give you the rational function. So the rational function is this. And this is factorable, right? You can group the upstairs, take an x out, you get x squared plus 2. Take a minus sign out, so you get x plus 2 upstairs like that. You with me so far? Yeah? And then, yeah, Samantha, I'm not going to answer any of your questions because you've been busy chatting there. Okay? And then the downstairs, you can take an x out of there, and you get x squared plus 4 minus x plus 4. Sorry? Oh, sorry, take an x squared out. Thank you. Okay. So everybody with me on that? Which then factors to x squared minus 1 into x plus 2. And downstairs, the same thing, x squared minus 1 into x plus 4. And then these guys cancel out. And then it's safe to plug in x goes to 1, right? Then it's safe to put in 1. Okay? I'm kind of surprised at number 15, so I'll have to sweat that out. Okay? All right? Okay, one last topic in 11.2, rationalization. Okay, so can you plug in a 0 in here directly? Can you do that? Why not? You're going to get 0 over 0? right? Which is indeterminate. You can't decide what it is. So there's another technique that you use to do this, okay? What you do is you times the upstairs and the downstairs by a factor that's going to try and get rid of the square root sign. It might have been. So what are you going to times the upstairs by in order to get rid of the square root sign? What does the rationalization mean? Yeah, so you choose the opposite of this sign here. So it's going to be square root of x plus 1 over the same thing, right? If you multiply the upstairs by something, you multiply the downstairs by something, then you're okay. All right? Does everybody understand the rationalization? It's like when you used to rationalize something like this. You're not allowed to have a square root downstairs. What do? You times the upstairs by square root of 2 plus 3 and the bottom as well. Okay, this is going back to a long time ago. All right? So then you just grind this out, okay? You just grind this out. What do you get upstairs? So remember, you're going to be foiling. So it's this, and this, that. So the first red, the square root times the square root will give you x plus 1. Does everybody buy that? And then the second one's going to give you plus square root of x plus 1. And then a minus square root of x plus 1. And a minus 1. Does everybody see this foiling? Okay? So you can see that things are going to cancel. So this is going to cancel with that. So no more square root signs upstairs. Okay? What happens downstairs? So you get x times square root of x plus 1 plus 1. It's not so much a question of getting rid of the square root sign. It's getting rid of this minus sign here. Because it's this minus sign that makes the numerator 0. Does everybody see that? You get square root of 1 minus 1. That gives you a 0. So now what do I have upstairs? I have limit x goes towards 0 of x. Does everybody see that? Yeah? Yeah.
Why wouldn't you multiply, like, when you're, like, what limit? Why wouldn't it be, like, x times the square root of x plus 1 and then x plus
Downstairs or upstairs?
downstairs?
Downstairs I haven't distributed the x. That's all I've done. I haven't distributed. I've just left it out there. There's parentheses right there. Okay. The reason why I didn't